right, good evening. 716 Delta Mike here, sitting in Cleveland, Ohio. Gonna take the PMDG Boeing 737 tonight down to Charlotte. Flying November 947, November. Get in here and get things started up here momentarily. Let's get some music turned down here just a little bit. I believe we got music there to a little bit better volume, and we will go ahead and get ourselves set up here. Let's make sure we filed on SimBrief, and we did, and we are going to fly this on AVA tonight. So Vatsim, start that.
Aboard, everyone. Before we get moving,
all right.
be sure to fasten your seatbelt, return your seat back and folding trays to their full upright position.
I didn't start that now. I would end up forgetting it here. So we have ground power already connected. Let's go ahead and take a look at, let's go ahead and request our catering.
Catering vehicles are on their way.
And let's go ahead and additional services. We'll request the GPU, even though with the PMDG I already have a setup there. Alright. So here comes the GPU, and there's the GPU already connected, but this is GSX Pro doing its thing. In the meantime, we'll go ahead and go battery to the on position. Emergency lights can come on, and ground power coming on. Chime on, logo light on, position lights on. And we will verify everything else here, and TR right there. We're here. Get some panel lighting on. Just barely turn this up here. We'll go to the FMC. We'll do our pause in here and actually go up top. We need to align the navs here. And we'll get this over here. That'll get us started here on the nav alignment. And we will go here, get left GPS, pick that up, copy that to the clipboard, and we'll paste that in here. And we are at KCLE, Cleveland, Ohio. We'll put that in there. And route, we'll do our origin here and request Cleveland to Charlotte. There it is. Select and request. In the meantime, let's go ahead and go here to our SimBrief profile. Let's fetch the latest and greatest here. All right, so American 716 tonight, Boeing 738, Cleveland to Charlotte. Destination altitude 748, departing out of Cleveland at 800 feet. Our alternate tonight is Raleigh-Durham, cruise altitude 370 with a cost index of 13. We'll up that to probably 35. Airtime scheduled for 1 hour and 8 minutes. Plan to depart out of here on 24 left on the Cavalier 4 departure, Appleton transition. And then we will be making our descent into Charlotte on the Parker 3 from the Lens transition. Planning to landing north tonight, so that'll be 36 center. And our payload for the night this today's flight is going to be block fuel 13,858. Reserve fuels 2307. Alternate fuels 3.1. So FinRes plus alternates is 5.4. Zero fuel weight 130.4. Takeoff weight 143.8. Payload is 37.2. Cargo 8,360. And we're carrying 152 passengers. And we will go ahead and close this. And that's our little bit of a briefing here. All right, we'll load the route here. And we'll activate that and execute. We are American 716 tonight. So American 716 is in there. We'll take a look at the legs. There's Appleton transition, just as we talked about. Our departure out of Cleveland here, 24. I believe it was 24 right, or is it 24 left? 24 left was our actual route out. Move that over to here for now. We should probably double check and see what we have online for Vatsim here. So let's get connected up to Vatsim real quick. We are a Boeing 738 and connect there. And what are we gonna have? What are we gonna have?
Holding short 24 left at Whiskey.
Cleveland ground is online. Cleveland approach is online.
5 Quebec, Cleveland departure, runway 24 left, flat away.
All right.
And Cleveland broken, 5 Quebec.
Got Cleveland. So we got a lot of ATC on here.
24 left, line up away.
27,850.
5 Quebec.
27.
And our 985 Quebec, fly heading 260, the wind 17012, runway.
Caution bird activity vicinity airport. Brief may call runway hold short instruction.
Information
Advise on
Foxtrot.
initial contact. You have information Foxtrot.
All right, Foxtrot it is. And let's go here.
Cleveland Hopkinson Airport 8 is information Foxtrot 0151 Zulu.
We're going to step away for
Wind
1 second. I got to grab my
170 at
iPad here.
12. Visibility 10. Ceiling 1,700 overcast. Temperature 0. Dew point -4. Altimeter 3020. ILS runway 24 right approach in use. Departing runway 24 left. Notices to air mission. Operate transponder in altitude reporting mode on all taxiways
So
and
it
runways.
does seem like 24 left is the departing runway. So that's good to know.
Brief may call runway hold
All right,
short.
we'll go ahead and kill that. Make sure all of our controls are working here. And we're going to go ahead and get some information here, ready to go ahead and get our clearance. So scratch pad here.
And approach. Good evening. 270 with you out of 17,000.
Why don't we get air server up here?
Approach Foxtrot's current expect the ILS 24 right from Boudreaux.
From Boudreaux, expect ILS 24 right, and we have Foxtrot on board 9270.
All right, so let's get this cleared out here.
Quebec, radar contact altitude 1,509 Quebec. Roger. Clear direct dryer, climb maintain 6,000. Clear direct dryer, climb maintain 6,000, 9 Quebec.
All right, we'll get our route set in here. Should be that. Select that. 24 left, departure. 36 center for the arrival. And that's the CAS 4 Appleton transition. So take a look at our plate here. Top altitude is 14,000, so we should expect 14 and 370 and 10. And departure frequency, and we have information Foxtrot. And what was our 3020?
985 Quebec, clear direct to Metro Airport.
All right, we'll go
Clear
ahead and get
directly to Metro, 95 Quebec. Thank you. It's my pleasure.
Good evening, Cleveland ground. American 716 on the ground here, Charlotte. Ready to copy our IFR over to. I'm sorry, Cleveland. Ready to copy IFR to Charlotte. Information Foxtrot.
Contact ground on 121.7.
Ground on 21.7. Thank you.
No problem.
All right, 21.7. Sorry about that. I had. $21.7. Verify that frequency real quick.
No.
Yep, 21.7. Hey, Cleveland ground, America 716 here on the ground. Cleveland, we're looking to copy IFR over to Charlotte. Information Foxtrot.
American 716, Cleveland ground clearance from Ivy clearance provide. I mean, you were cleared to Charlotte International Airport via the cafe departure applicant 2025. Climb via SID. Expect flight level 360, 10 minutes after departure. Departure is on 124.0 and squawk 7445.
All right, that is clear to the Charlotte International Airport via the CAS 4 departure Appleton transition that is filed. Climb via the SID. Expect flight level 360 and 10. Departure frequency 124.0. Squawk 7445 for American 716.
American 716, squawk 7435.
7435 for American 716.
American 716, lead back collect. Lead back is correct.
All right. That was a challenging one to listen to. It was a little difficult to understand him here, but we're going to expect 24 left out of here, so we're going to go ahead and get into the box here. We'll get that off so that you can see the screen. And let's see what we got here. All right, so 24 left for departure, and we are on the CAS 4 Appleton transition. We'll execute that. Approach into Charlotte is going to be landing to the north, so that's 36 center. Settlement transition, and we are on the Parker 3 arrival, and that'll be the lens transition. So we'll go ahead and execute that. Take a look at our legs here. So we got fly runway heading 238 to intercept a 206 course to Kyrie, LeBron, Cabs, Willem, Cedric, and just double checking here. That looks pretty good.
Attention all aircraft, Cleveland ground, they're gonna beat on my AFK phase. 2 minutes, we gotta ask your mom to say something.
Interesting. All right, so Vatsim is what it is some nights. All right, so back here to our Simbri panel, and we should go ahead real quick and see where we are on catering out here. Catering is probably already done. Catering service is completed. All right, so let's go ahead and request our refueling.
Refueling truck is on its way. Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
Yes, sir. We will not load the aircraft until the fuel truck is ready to do so.
Attention all aircraft, we are back.
$13,858. So 13,858. We'll set that right there. Actually, 13,858. I don't know. We'll request the fuel truck. See what happens here. I feel like we're going to get double fuel trucks, but maybe not. All right, we got a Southwest moving here. We are using FSLTL traffic as well tonight. It just makes things a little bit more realistic, in my opinion. Sim don't always give us enough traffic on the ground. We got another American here to our right. Got a little airline down there on the tarmac. Looks like an American as well. That's the PMDG fuel truck right there. So here comes our Texaco fuel truck. That's going to be the one from GSX Pro. We'll see how those two cooperate. They may butt heads. We'll see.
Fuel truck is in position. Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck. Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity.
Alright, so let's go ahead and set the desired fuel quantity. Oh, well, it looks like it's changing that up for me, so. Alright, so we're going to put 13,858. And we'll set that there. There's our 13,858. And fuel truck is gone just like that. And I think now we're going to have a problem with the way I did that with what ground services is going to be doing here. So we will dismiss the fuel truck. So he's gone. Alright, now that that's gone, let's go ahead and request our boarding.
Boarding requested.
Here comes the jetway. Let's double check, see if that door opens up. We may need to open that.
Do you want to board crew?
Yes, we want to board crew and passengers here.
Pilot's boarding starting.
Alright, that door is actually opening up, so that's good. Alright, let's take a look at this. Cruise at 370 today. So 370 here be our cruise. Weather at top of climb. Wind 293 at 98.
Crew boarding starting.
Alright, crew boarding is starting. And let's go here with zero fuel weight should be 130.4. And our reserves would be 5.5. We're going to go with a cost index of 35. We'll execute that. We'll take a look at our N1 limit. We're going to derate our takeoff out of here. And we'll take off here on flaps 5 setting. And once we get everything loaded up here, we still need to go load our passengers. So
your crew has boarded. Passengers boarding starting.
Alright, passenger boarding is starting. So let's go take a look here. I think we're going to need to set our weights. Payloads here. Here we go. So we're 152 passengers, so 2 right here. So 140 here would put us at 152 passengers. And then we're cargo of 8,360, so 4,360 on the front and 4,000 in the rear. Puts us 8,360, I believe. And that'll be a zero fuel weight of 130.4. That matches up just perfectly. So, alright, so weights are set. Back here to our doors, and we'll go back over to here. And that will give us a CG of 23.4, trim of 5.17. So let's take a look at trimming 5.17. So we are looking right here. Alright, we'll call that trim. Alright, V speed set 138, VR 139, V2 147. On the autopilot 147 plus 20 will give me 167. That's what we're going to set our our speed for. And let's see, what else do we need to do? We had a flying via the SID. That should be 14,000 on our top altitude out of here.
Cleveland Ground, November 2 Golf Zulu with
There's
you,
our 14,000.
base,
Flight director on and flight director on.
taxi ramp step.
And we'll go VNAV and LNAV.
November 2 Golf Zulu, Cleveland Ground. Taxi Zulu and via Lima Fox. Good night.
Taxi to ramp, Lima Foxtrot. Thank you, sir. November 2 Golf.
All right. We're just waiting on some things to wrap up here, and then we can get out of here. Is that going to be a big UPS over there, or what is that? That's a... D11 or something. Not sure where that model matching is right now. It is a UPS. Reporting to passengers now. Alright, so 3020 was our so there's 3020 set, and we need 7435 in the box. So 7435. We'll set that to TARA. I do not believe live weather is working correctly. 3020, the altimeter is wrong. There we go. Alright, that's a little bit better. 3027, I can at least manage to take that. Alright, 3020 is what the 4 flight is reporting right now.
Cleveland Ground, Blue Streak 5023, shut down at the gate, closing out the flight plan. Thank you for the ATC. Have a good night.
You're welcome. Have a great night yourself too. Thank you for flying into Cleveland. If you want to file feedback, you can go on our website.
Thank you.
You're one of my best pilots tonight.
Hey, Cleveland Ground. Good evening, United 270 with you, Alpha Papa, looking for Charlie 17.
United 270, Cleveland Ground runway. Taxi land via Lima Kilo Juliet. Good night.
Lima Kilo Juliet, United 270.
Cleveland Ground, Roper 22, radio check.
Local 22, 5x5, and Y, Devon. Just Y.
Cleveland Ground, Roper 22, IFR 2, Andrews.
Local 22, Cleveland Ground, Cleveland cut standby and check confirming equipment suffixes information. It's Slant Papa. I cannot speak tonight.
Cleveland Ground, affirmative. T-38 Slant Papa this evening, Roper 22.
Local 22, standby, and Devon, you might give me a headache tonight.
Mic check.
5-5.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Just hurry up and get our boarding complete here, and we'll get out of here.
Lopez 22, Cleveland Glen.
Cleveland ground, Roper 22.
Lopez 22. Are you able to take the Nummy state?
Stand by, Roper 22.
Somebody tell these guys don't get in a hurry. Alright. That said, let's go ahead while we're waiting.
171 Juliet Alpha, we're a Volocopter, type code VOLO, VFR departure to the north, negative flight following.
238,
ENY.
course 206.
November 171 Juliet Alpha, Cleveland Glen. If you could say aircraft type and equipment suffix one more time, that would be good.
A from our VFR, and our type code is VOLO, Victor Oscar Lima Oscar.
Equipment suffix.
That's not necessary because I'm VFR, but I believe we are slant golf.
Ground Roper 22, that's a negative on the Nummy arrival.
Well, I will stand by.
Roper
Roper 22, Roger, stand by.
22. Roper 22.
Yes.
Cleveland ground, good evening. It's Bell, November 5331 Foxtrot. We're a Global Ranger. We're looking for a VFR departure to the north.
Roger, November 533 Foxtrot, Cleveland Conference. I'll cut stand by your number 3.
We're number 3, thanks.
We have now finished our boarding, so that's good. So let's go up top here. Let's go ahead and get our fuel pumps to the on position. We'll go ahead and get our anti-collision light turned on. We'll get our APU coming alive here. Flight level is 370 for the cruise, so we'll go ahead and get our pressurization set here. Sorry, 360.
An X-ray is a helicopter. We're looking to stay VFR and hover south of the field.
Show air. Hydraulic pumps on. Yaw damper on. We'll go over to the APU gen. We'll wait for that to come to life here. And we are pretty good so far. We'll have APU gen alive here momentarily. APU's there spinning up. And let's go ahead and close the boarding door here. Take a look up top as the APU starts coming to life here. There's the APU gen. We'll go over on the APU gen now. Get our left packs on, our right packs on. APU bleed in the on position.
Radio check.
555 Sentinel aircraft, Cleveland.
Alright guys, hold on. We're doing a controller shift. Everyone's down this frequency, so get you all cleared. Roper 22, I have an amendment to your flight plan advisory. Ready to copy.
Roper 22, we're ready.
Roper 22, you're clear to the Andrews Air Force Base via radio vectors Akron, Alpha Charlie Oscar, direct India, Hodel, Delta, direct Mike, Golf, Whiskey, direct Echo, Sierra, Lima, direct Alpha, Mike, Lima, direct, maintain 6,000, departures with me, squawk 7220. I can get that under PDC if you'd like.
Let me see how well I can do this. Roper 22 cleared Andrews via radar vectors Alpha Charlie Oscar, direct India Hotel Delta, direct Mike Golf Whiskey, direct Echo Sierra Lima, direct Alpha Mike Lima, direct maintain 6000, departures with you, squawk 7220.
Read back correct, call for taxi 24 right break. Who was the Volo or whatever who wanted VFR north?
Hey, from that's November 171, Chile Alpha VFR departure to the north, no flight following, please.
Stand on 1 second.
No worries.
171 Juliet Alpha, clearing in the Cleveland class for our airspace, maintain VFR at or below 2,500. Departure this frequency is squawk 7403.
Cleared to enter the Bravo, VFR below 2,500, 7403, 171 Juliet Alpha.
Free back correct, call for departure from the ramp. Who's the other helicopter that wanted to go south?
315, we're looking VFR to the south, but actually we'd like to change up head to the north instead.
Alright, we got 201, we'll do 31 Foxtrot, go ahead.
Yep, 31 Fox, we're looking for VFR and we'd like to amend to northbound.
Northbound, and what's your aircraft type?
We're a Global Ranger, Bravo 429.
Alright, number 5331 Foxtrot, clearing to the Bravo, maintain VFR at or below 2,500. Departure with me, squawk.
Alright, we will tail to the left and nose to the right.
Alright, cleared to the Bravo at or below 2,500, departures release 7404.
31 Fox, back correct, call for departure from the red. Who's the other helicopter?
Alright, parking brakes are released.
We're looking to hover
Let's go ahead and get our packs left and right to the opposition.
888.
And we will go
standby. And all of you who have a clearance, change
right
to my
side.
frequency 124.0.
Does that mean ground's offline?
Yep, ground's gone. Switch to my frequency 1240. And November 8888 extra base aircraft site. Alright, number 888 X-ray, cleared into the Bravo, maintain VFR at or below 3,000.
You on the right side?
Me, squawk 7460. Will be 7460, 7460.
How amazing is that shot?
United 598, Cleveland approach. 9598, Cleveland approach. Expect the ILS 24 right from Boudreaux, the Cleveland altimeter 3020.
Alright, expect the ILS 24 represent.
Turn in left side.
Is there anyone else who might need anything?
Yeah, Cleveland approach, Roper 22 when you got a moment.
Roper 22, Cleveland.
Yeah, Roper 22, I can't accept that route. I'm a slam pop, I need 4 tax or tack in, and so the only one of that I could accept was India Hotel Delta.
Alright, but you can take the Andrew, correct?
Yes, what I
You're coming in on the left side?
I can take all of those, and Andrews I can take, but Alpha Charlie Oscar is, that's just VORDME and more of them are, so I can't take those.
Alright, so you got Indian Head and then Andrews, you said?
Affirmative.
Alright, you're cleared. JetBlue 2795, switch to my frequency 124.0, you're on request. And Roper 22, Roger, clear to Andrews via radar vectors, Indian Head, direct Andrews, direct, maintain 6,000, and that's it.
Alright, cleared to Andrews Airport Base, direct radar vectors, Indian Head, direct Andrews, direct, maintain 6,000, rest of
JetBlue 2795, are you ready to copy?
Ready to copy 2795.
JetBlue 2795, cleared to O'Hare, Great Lake Forward departure, Daffy
Parking brake
transition
set.
as filed, climb via SID, departures with me, squawk 0663, read back
Left
to squawk
chin,
only.
right chin. Pack zone,
3063,
isolation valve to auto APU bleed off, APU off.
0663, break,
And
United
we are good
598,
there.
Boudreaux, cleared ILS 24 right approach.
And we will get our left and right probe zone.
JetBlue 2795, call for
And
taxi.
go Gen 1. Y'all definitely set. Looking good here, and we'll go
Alright, which
taxi lights
helicopter
to
wants
the
to go
on.
first?
Double check our ATIS one last time. Cleveland
3-1
ATIS,
Fox, ready to
Foxtrot.
go. North 5331 Foxtrot. Where are you going, north or south?
We emitted it northbound.
Alright, we need to
Alright,
confirm our
helicopter 31 Foxtrot departure
Good
from
start.
the non-known areas at your own risk. Proceed northbound over the field at or above 2000. Use caution.
Alright, we'll proceed northbound over the field at or above 2000.
We'll be short of Juliet.
Departure from the non-moving areas that are on risk.
31 Fox.
Be a part of the south.
as soon as we clear ground here.
Alright,
As soon as they get the
35
tug
kilo
disconnected, we'll make a right-hand turn. We'll go right over into this area right here. We'll call taxi, or call ready for taxi there.
35 kilo.
We'll have a
see
really
your
short
VFR
taxi
where?
to 2-4. Alright, while we're waiting here, flaps are set to 5. RTO set.
Alright, 35 kilo. Are you are VFR aware?
Alright,
Tow truck disconnected.
flaps are set and indicated. Bypass pins are indicated.
Left is clear.
November
Right is
35 kilo.
Alright. Parking brake is disconnected. Alright. He didn't like that because I disconnected too soon, I guess.
Use that NASA Foxtrot taxi.
Alright, here we go.
Roper, Roper 22, runway 24 right. Can you set for Victor 2?
Yeah, affirmative. We can take Victor 2.
Departure runway 24 right at Victor 2, taxi to Victor 1, Victor 2.
Runway 24 right at Victor 2, taxi via Victor 1, Victor 2, Roper 22.
And Cleveland approach. America 716, information Foxtrot. We're ready for taxi now, 24 left.
Target 716, runway 24 left, taxi via Juliet Lima. Juliet Lima 7, Lima.
Alright, taxi to 24 left, the Juliet Lima, Lima 7, American 716.
Approach number 8888, X-ray, ready to depart. We'd like to go from the ramp if possible.
Alright, 888 X-ray, you're going north or southbound?
Southbound.
Alright, 888 X-ray, departure from the ramp is at your own risk.
Okay, we
Remain
are
south of runway
already got our
24
squawk
left, extended
set.
center line at all times. Use caution for other traffic departing to the ramp to the north. Use caution.
Departing at our own risk, staying clear of the 2-4 center line, 8888 X-ray.
Got Frontier over there to our right. Southwest offer here to our right as well. And we're going to make a little bit of a left here onto Juliet 5 to Lima.
Alright, Cleveland departure, November 171 Juliet Alpha. Anyway, we could get a departure from runway 24 left at November.
717, wait, hold on. Or 71, alright, whatever. Juliet Alpha, yeah, that's fine. You're a helicopter, right?
Hey, firm, we're a helicopter, and we're ready to go now.
Alright, runway 24 left at November. Hover taxi via Juliet, November. Or, I'm sorry, Lima, November.
Hey, 24 left at November via hover taxi via Lima, November. Is an air taxi possible at all?
Yeah, sure. Air taxi runway 24 left at November via direct. Use caution.
Air taxi via direct to runway 24 left at November. Use caution, number 171 Juliet Alpha.
Roper 22, I'm going to let jet traffic depart ahead of you.
Roper 22.
We're going to go ahead and get ourselves.
716, be ready at the end.
A firm, we will be ready at the end, American 716.
Roger, American 716. There's a helicopter traffic remaining south of the runway 24 left extended center line. There's traffic northeast of the airport at 2,200 proceeding northbound. Runway 24 left, clear for takeoff.
24 left, clear for takeoff, American 716, and we'll be open eyes for traffic. American 716.
And 88 X-ray squawk mode
Approaching
Charlie.
runway 24 left.
That's what that model matching that wasn't showing up a while ago was helicopters. I don't have these helicopters.
Roper 22, runway 24 right at Victor 2. Line up in, wait, traffic will depart the parallel.
Runway 24 right at Victor 2, line up and wait, Roper 22.
Alright, let's go ahead and get ourselves ready to go here. We'll line them up here. Alright, auto throttle's engaged. Bring them up 50%. And Toga, here we go.
Then 171 Juliet Alpha. In case it wasn't clear, remain east to runway 24 left.
That hovering aircraft there is actually a hovering helicopter. 80 knots.
1 Juliet Alpha, are you going north or southbound?
We'll be departing northbound 1 Juliet Alpha, and we are just now touching down, holding short of 24 left at November.
Alright, I'll get you up to about 2,500 and let you go north. That'll be the plan.
That'll work for me, and if it makes your life easier, I plan to terminate at the boundary. 1 Juliet Alpha.
Cool. American 716, that traffic is off here about 10 o'clock. It was about half mile at 3,000, just kind of hovering there.
Hey, firm, we are looking for traffic, American 716.
American 716, your radar contact altitude indicates 2,200.
Altitude checks now 2,700, climbing via the SID.
Number 171 Juliet Alpha, runway 24 left in November, clear for takeoff. Climb to 2,500, then proceed northbound.
Alright, 24 left at November, clear for takeoff. Climb to 2,500, then proceed northbound 1 Juliet Alpha.
And Roper 22 traffic is about 11 o'clock, about, I don't know, we'll say 2,000 feet, taking off at the Volocopter.
Cleveland approach Delta 284 is with you at flight level 20.
Delta 284, Cleveland approach, expect the ILS 24 right.
We'll expect ILS for 24 right, Delta 284, we also have information Foxtrot on board.
Cool. Delta United 598 traffic will depart prior to arrival runway 24 right for the land.
24 right for the land, 598.
And I'll give you a bunch more traffic information shortly. And the Roper 22, did you have the helicopter in sight?
Going up vertically, so I assume that's what you're talking about.
Affirm, the one just over 24 left, you got him in sight?
Affirmative.
Maintain visual separation, fly runway heading 24 right, clear for takeoff.
Maintain visual separation with the traffic, fly runway heading, run.
Hey, Chris, how's it going, man?
Takeoff for 2.
598, you deviated from the localizer, turn left.
You know what, 737-900 I absolutely do plan to get. I thought it was going to be a little bit later in the month. Is it coming out sooner now?
United 598.
Terminate. Would you be okay with us proceeding north at 1,800?
United 598, did you have the airport?
Are they calling for the
Clear visual super right. And who is calling about going northbound?
73 the 900 to be out tomorrow, huh?
Leaving 1,800 instead to make it easier to terminate.
Yeah, that's fine with me. Start going north now.
Alright, moving north, 1 Juliet Alpha, thank you.
We just departed out of
radar contact,
Cleveland.
Roper 22 through 1,700.
Number 22, Roger, fly heading. Let's see here, fly heading.
Alright, let's go ahead and get our
maintain 6,000.
braking gear set here. RTO in the all position, and let's get our heading bugs synced up here.
Juliet Alpha, Roger.
Approach, number 888. Hey, X-ray, we're going to go ahead and fly under the second shuffle Bravo here and terminate.
88 X-ray, Roger, leaving in Cleveland class Bravo, squawk KFR, bridge change approved, radar service terminated, take care.
Fucking VFR, bridge approved, take care.
Cleveland United 598, traffic 12 o'clock, northbound 2000, it's a Volocopter proceeding north.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, it's good to see you. Yeah, that'll be interesting if it comes out tomorrow.
It's about 3 o'clock, about 2 miles southwestbound at 737, final 24 right.
And I do plan to pick it up, I think.
1 Juliet Alpha, maintain visual separation, he has you in sight.
Roger.
Cleveland approach, United 2042 is with you at flight level 240.
United 2042, Cleveland approach, ILS 24 right, expected from Leroy.
Expected from Leroy for 24 right, United 2042.
American 716, Cleveland Center's closing, radar service terminated for exchange approved.
All right, over to advisory. Thanks for the ATC. We'll see you, American 716.
Roper 22,
22-8.
Indian head, climb and maintain 14,000.
Direct Indian head 14,000, Roper 22.
Yeah, that was kind of busy in there. I couldn't hear myself talk or think, even with all the talking on the ATC there. So yeah, I didn't know the 737-900 was coming out tomorrow. The last thing I had read or heard was showing like the 23rd of February for that coming out. But I do plan to pick it up. I think it'll be probably a pretty good airplane. I'm really hoping the EFB will be a part of this, but I don't know if they're releasing the EFB in this release or not. So it'll be interesting to see. So let me know how the stream looks there. I've tweaked with my settings again. I've actually completely redone my case. I was not getting enough airflow in that with that 13900 in my video card, so I bought a new case this week. Put 10 fans in the case, and now my CPU temps are running way cooler. So that's really nice, finally. Alright. Alright, here we go. So we'll set this up to 360 here. And here comes our climb. Get the climb going here, and then we'll go back into VNAV here. Here we go, 360, here we come. Good. Glad it looks good. So I had messed with so many things on this flight sim and redoing it all. So, yeah, my CPU was getting too hot. So I put a 360 millimeter radiator and 10 CPU or 10 fans in the case and a lot bigger case. And now things are way cooler. So I'm running now with everything. I'm running 1440, so 4K resolution. And I'm running CPU cores are 41, 42 degrees right now. My GPU is running around 59 to 60 with 4% load. So yeah, things are running much smoother and cooler now. I like seeing temperatures in the 40s versus pushing 70 degrees on the CPU there. So yeah, the AIO is the way to go, I think. I love the AIOs. I had a two fan radio. I had a 240 AIO before. It just wasn't enough for a 13900 with a 3090 Ti. So now with 12 fans in the case, or 10 fans in the case, and a 360 mil radiator AIO, things are much better. So I just got that up and going last night. So this is actually the first flight I've actually flown since getting all that reconfigured. So I think my build is probably pretty done at this point until I decide to spend the money for a 40 series card, but I'm not sure with the 3090 Ti that I'll be upgrading anytime soon. So alright, let's get up here and get our standard pressure set there. Alright, so hopefully now with the stream you can see the I adjusted the width of the screen again as well, so hopefully you can now see the altitude there in this screen for the 737. I think earlier you'd said that was hard to see, so did have ATC coverage everywhere when I departed, but looks like we're going to be running out of that now. one of the things I forgot to do here was get all that off here. There we go. Everything seems to be in order there. Is PMDG saying anything about the EFB being released with the 900? Do we know that or not? Anybody heard? I have seen a few preview videos of the 900 on YouTube recently. Alright, so here's our route this evening as we fly down to Cleveland. It's fairly short. It's only a 1-hour flight. We've been airborne about 10 minutes so far. So we're going to make our way from Cleveland a little bit to the southwest toward Columbus, cross over the Appleton VOR. So we should be able to see the airport down there at Columbus as we make the turn. Then we'll fly down to Charleston, West Virginia. And then from Charleston, we'll go continue southward. We'll pick up Lynn's there on our Parker 3 transition. And then things are as I planned, and if they stay the same, Charlotte should be landing to the north, so we'll be on a left downwind for 3-6 center. That's kind of the plan for tonight. Let's double check our heading bug here to get that synced up. Heading bug is synced. Radios are set here. Alright. We could pull up Navigraph here and take a look at our arrival charts and plates here. I should have this memorized by now, but let's go ahead and hit unload here. Import from SimBrief, Cleveland to Charlotte. And let's go to Charlotte charts here. The approach will be 3-6 center. And we'll pin that here. We'll hide that. Take a look at our plate. We'll get as much set up as we can in advance here. So our ILS frequency 111.7, 003 degrees. 111.7 and 003. 1117. We'll activate that. 111.7, and we'll go ahead and activate that. And then we'll go autopilot panel, and of course a 003. There's set once and set twice. Let's go back to Navigraph real quick, just in case. I like to be prepared in case they were to throw 3-6 left at us or something. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Charlotte charts here and approach. 3-6 left could be thrown our way. And so let's just go ahead and look at that. We'll pin that as well. Pull that chart up. And that's 110.15. So 110.15. We'll close that out here. We'll tune 110.15 in standby. And just in case we have to switch, we can quickly go over to that frequency really quickly and take the left side runway. And really, we could even go a step further and put in our nav 2 radio and stand by the ILS for 3-6 right, just in case they really threw the curveballs at us. Let's get that real quick. 3-6 right, pin that, and we'll hide this, and 3-6 right would give us 108.9. 108.9. And alright, so there's 3-6 right over here, 3-6 left right here, and we're tuned to 3-6 center in the middle on both. So if we need to switch, we can quickly do so. Okay, a little traffic out our left window here. That's probably a combination of Vatsim traffic and FSLTL, which I'm running right now as well. I like seeing all the traffic in the real world as I fly around. It's more realistic for me. There was an update to FSLTL yesterday or today, which if you happen to own FS traffic by Just Flight, allows you to use the Just Flight models and use the FSLTL injector, which is supposed to be the best of both worlds, according to some videos I've been watching. So that's pretty interesting. I've been toying with the idea of picking up FS traffic, but I haven't seen a whole lot wrong with FSLTL, and it's completely free, so it's kind of a catch-22 on that one. According to a lot of the videos I've read, the FS traffic model matching is a little clearer, maybe a little bit sharper and a little bit less hit on the FPS, but it's very minor differences. If you look out to the right here, you can actually see Columbus. There's the airport at Columbus right here. If you can see my mouse, you can see the runways there and the lights. See if I can zoom in. There we go. That shot should let somebody see the runways down there at Columbus. Yep, and you can see them right here off the wing. So anyway, I'm a little bit up in the air on FS traffic by Just Flight, if it's worth the purchase or not. I think it's probably worth the purchase, but not worth it in the sense that FSLTL is as good as it is. So I don't have any problems looking at the FSLTL model matching that they give us. It's actually pretty good if you ask me. Another video I watched today was the fly-by-wire A380 preview. Don't know if you saw that, but that was pretty sweet. I have to admit, I enjoyed taking a look at that video. I wonder if I can pull that up here.
You're 1-1.
Yeah, so let's see if I can get a screen here for you to see. We'll go browser, and we will call this I will cancel there. Let's do it. That is not what I wanted to do. Let's see if I can do it this way. Copy that, and that right there. Okay. Interesting. I'm not liking that the way it's doing. Let's pause that for just a minute. And I'll dismiss that. I did not do the overlay like I wanted it to. Let's see if I can't get an application. Yeah, that's what I wanted right there. Yes,
scale
we'll give it.
across every object in the cockpit. So that means if you were to lay out a grid, you would see this grid as the same size across all the objects. In doing this, we can keep the user immersed in the cockpit to a much greater degree. If one object is off scale, you would notice it subconsciously, and it would detract from the experience. So we took the time to ensure the resolution scale on the UV maps are normalized on every.
Yeah, this is pretty. This is actually pretty sweet right here. If you haven't seen this yet, the texturing on that looks pretty amazing. Check that out. You can see all the little indentions and everything. Thought that was pretty neat when I saw it today. Why YouTube and not Twitch? I don't know. I've just never really been a fan of Twitch. I don't watch Twitch much. I watch YouTube all the time. So I was just like, well, I'll just try YouTube. So, I don't know. YouTube, Twitch might be a better option. I don't know. I don't really care as far as having a massive following. I just wanted to do a little streaming and flying, and I like the YouTube platform in general, so that was really the only reason. Alright, we're level 360, and let's go down here, and I need to do, that was also, I needed to set that to 360 to set my cruise here. There we go. Execute that because I had set it for 37 earlier in the box. Cruise here. It's going to probably take a few minutes to recalculate. Here we go. Top of descent's 136 miles out. We'll get our forecasted winds loaded in here. Let's go ahead and request the winds. Alright, links, our forecasted uplink is ready. We'll go ahead and hit load. So get our winds in here. This will help with the VNAV calculation on our descent. So there's our flight level 250-295 at 65, flight at 15,000, and then 16,000. We'll execute that. And now this will recalculate our top of descent for us based on those winds that we actually just brought into the sim. There we go. So new top of descent now is 129 miles out. And we'll take a look at, let's go back up here to Navigraph and just do a little bit of double checking and verification here. So Parker 3 arrival. We'll get that plate up here. We're coming in from the north, so we're not anywhere close to it yet. So we're going to cross Willem between 330 and 240 at 270. Down to Suzanne above 190 at 270. Parker between 20 and 12 at 250. Packing 12,000 to 15,000. Back at 12,000. That's a hard altitude restriction at Thack 250. We'll continue on in here to Vail. I bet this is our downwind here because the airport's here. So Thack at 12,000 and 250 is the hard altitude. That's the bottom of our star. So let's go down here to the FMS and let's verify legs and back 12,250. Here is our between 12 and 15 at 250, between 12 and 20. Previous page. Willem, there's 240 to 330 at 270. So looks like all of our restrictions are in there pretty good. And so one thing we can do here is go to set a Thack, THACK, and we can see that we are 210 miles from that, and I'm going to say we're going to need roughly 100 miles. So if I go a distance of 100. Let's set that. We should see a circle on our map. And we do. Haha, I was dead on with it. There's the top of descent and that green circle there. So roughly 100 miles out from THAC is where we need to start our descent into there. So that lines up and checks. So we are currently 205 from THAC, and that means we are 111 from our top of descent. So it gives us a good visual reminder here on the map that as we see this green circle coming up, we should be looking at top of descent. We could go ahead if we wanted to. It's a little premature, but we could dial 12,000 into there, but I'll wait just a little bit longer on that. Yeah, so YouTube versus Twitch. I don't know. Do you have an opinion of which one's better? Which one would be a better platform? I've watched Twitch some. Just it seems a little all over the board when I watch it. I think there's probably more people get a start on Twitch than on YouTube, so that's probably a fair shake at that. That's interesting, the photogrammetry right there below us, the brown spots versus the green. Oh, you've done Facebook and Twitch, okay. Yeah, I've never done Facebook. I have some experience outside of gaming where I attend church. I help them do a lot of their technology and everything, and I run the live stream there for that service quite often, so that's another reason I'm very familiar with YouTube and their platform as far as live streaming is concerned, so that's just where I felt most comfortable probably. So do you have interest in picking up the 737-900? Or are you flying the 800 very much at all? This is definitely my favorite airliner is the 737-800. The 700 is pretty good. I've flown on the 737-900 quite often in real life. There's a flight out of Chicago to Denver that's a 737-900 on United. I've taken that flight many a times in real world. I've also flown that flight in the real world on a 757, which is also pretty neat. The 757-300, the flying pencil. All right, so we should be over Charleston right now, so that would be Charleston there below us. Just off our left wing should be an airport. Although I'm not seeing it. Oh, there it is right there. There's the airport. In Charleston right there. Oh, another thing, Chris, have you flown the DC-6 now since PMDG released their update? And if so, did you see any updates there? Or was there anything good out of it? Nice. Okay, so February the 7th after 1800 Zulu. Maybe tomorrow after work I can pick up the 737-900 and do a flight on United tomorrow night. That might be my plan. test this PC out a little bit with the new cooling and see how things are doing here. Let's take a quick look at, let's see if I can show you something else here on the live stream. If I do a display capture, nope, I don't want a display capture. A window capture. And let's go ahead and do the IQ software if I can. Huh. It's not going to work for that, I guess. Cancel that. I was going to show you my this is my temperatures and everything right now while I'm in the middle of flight sim with the fans and the cooler. It's got my 3090 up here, 52, 67, 58. Most of the cores on the CPU are anywhere from 41 to 50 something. So 1-2% workload here, 5% on the GPU. It seems to be going pretty well. So the DC6 works fine, but nothing new really. Okay, so the how was the GPS following the nav line? Was it back and forth, or was it following pretty good? Oh, that program is IQ software by Corsair. Corsair makes the IQ software. That's what that is. So that software, I use it to manage my AIO. I managed all my fans through a Commander Core XT. It also monitors temperatures inside the case, as well as the CPU temps, the GPU temps, all of that. It's pretty neat software. All right, let's get back in here and see where we're at. We're only 49 miles to top of descent, so let's go ahead and dial in our 12,000 here as we get ready to descend in to the Charlotte area. Double check Vatsim real quick and make sure what we have here. So we don't have any ATC on in our area, it doesn't look like. So it's going to be just us flying in. So 12,000 set. You can see the green ring here as we approach our top of descent. Spin that back one, so there's under 40 miles to top, or about 40 miles to top of descent. Yep. That checks. Looks like we might get a little bit of fog or cloud cover down there. Yeah, let's get our heading bug synced up as well. Okay, so you didn't try the GPS or the VOR, but everything else seemed fine, or the VOR seemed fine, so that's cool. I actually do need to get back in the DC-6. I know I keep saying that, I just haven't done it lately, but I do need to do that. Getting close here, about 29 miles to our top of descent. We get to hear the lovely engine spool back, which in this plane sounds amazing, I think. Hear the deep rumble of the engines as they roll back when you start your descent. Alright, so here's we are coming up to our green line here as we get close. So the actual top of descent is just inside of that. So
Destination ATIS is 121.15.
alright, destination ATIS. I wonder if does this have, I don't think there's any ETSU information on this thing, so we can't do any weather inside this plane, but I can take a look on ForeFlight here and we can see what the weather's looking like in Charlotte here as we approach and get ready here. So altimeter is 3021, winds are calm right now, visibility 10 miles, few clouds 25,000, temperature is 11 degrees. So 3021 we can go ahead and pre-select into here. So 3021, we'll tune that in. 3021 is set. So once we get below 18,000 we can go off standard and we'll pick that up. And I'm going to pull up while we're thinking about it. I'm going to look at the digital ATIS for Charlotte just to verify that they are still landing north. Arrival. Expect visual approaches 36 center, 36 left. So we're set up already for 36 center with 36 left in the standby here on the radio. So 36 center is 111.7 left and right, and 36 left is 110.15. So I don't think we have ATC on, but we're set up for both. Sinking the heady bug here again. Not seeing any ATC online for Vatsim in the Charlotte area. So, all right, here comes our top of descent here. And the throttle should start rolling back. There they indeed are. And then we'll listen back here. You can hear the engines start to roar and rumble a little bit as they wind down. Love that deep rumble. Not sure if it's quite the sound online when you're listening to a live stream or not. I guess it depends on if you have headsets on, but I've got a headset on with some really good sound in it. I can really hear the deep rumble and you can feel it. Sounds pretty real. All right. Continuing our descent in now through 328. Our way down to 12. There's a couple things we could do. We'll go ahead and set our auto brake to 2 just to be a little bit ahead of the airplane. Double check everything back here. That's looking good. Radios are tuned and set. We're on 22.8 for Unicom. And we will take a look here at our legs. Our fixed information. So we're 83 miles from FAC. So 83 miles from now, we need to be at 12,000. So we're descending about 2,000 feet per minute right now. So we're on course with that. And legs here. And our descent over here. Target speeds. All right. In at ref, we will plan for flaps 30 landing here. So that's 146. We'll put that in the box here for now. 146, but that's probably going to be a little bit lower than that. We'll probably approach around 146, 147. We'll bleed off a little more fuel between here and there. Yeah, actually, you know what, Chris? I'd love to do that and fly. I'm going to be around tomorrow evening, I think. So tomorrow is what, Tuesday? I think tomorrow night I'll be available to fly. If you'd like to set up something, we could plan to do it. You can pick the flight and pick what you'd like to fly. Absolutely. I know I'm going to be around tomorrow and probably Wednesday night. Thursday and Friday night, I got some stuff after work going on. I won't be around, but Tuesday night and Wednesday night, either or both, we can set up a flight. Would love to. If you want to pick a departure and destination, feel free. Another plane I haven't actually flown in this sim since I've got everything rebuilt on this computer and had to do a reinstall of Windows and Flight Sim for that matter. I haven't even installed the Phoenix yet. Yeah, we can do tomorrow evening after 7:30. I can do later. I'm kind of up in the air, or Wednesday, either one. You let me know which one works best, and we'll do that. Yep, I'll hit you up on Discord for sure. All right, here comes the turn at Willem. And Willem, we got to be at 270, and we are coming down. We're right at 268, so we're right on the money on speed. And looking out that window here. All right, 263 now for 12. Alright, one last check of the charts and everything here. So here we are coming up to Susan. Then next after that will be Parker. We'll get down to THAC at 12,000, then we'll descend and make our left downwind for runway 36 center is the plan. And yeah. Well, let's pull up real quick here just to have a plan ahead of us here. Is also, let's hide this and 36 center. So we're going to get down to about 4,000, and as we descend down to THAC, we'll go ahead and make our plan since we aren't going to have ATC direct vectoring us here. We'll get to 12,000 at THAC. When we make the turn at Barbecue, we'll go ahead and descend down to 8,000, then 6,000, and then as we get close to Vail, we'll make the left base turn and be descending down to 4,000, and then we'll intercept the ILS for 4,000. That's going to be our plan for this flight in. That's pretty routine. Oh, you downloaded the A330 today, the one by Headwinds that I flew last week? That's a pretty, that was actually a pretty impressive plane, and they had a new update to it the other day too. I haven't flown it since the day I flew it, but it was not as good as the fly-by-wire, but it's pretty good, and it's got a lot of potential, so I kind of enjoyed the A330. I wish they would get a really nice A330 that was full detail. I wish Fly-by-Wire was actually doing the A330 because I think they make good stuff. But yeah, that Headwinds A330 is pretty decent airplane. It's got all the simulated systems pretty much from the Fly-by-Wire, so they kind of teamed up with Fly-by-Wire on that. So I think it makes it pretty good. It's also got the EFB integrated into it that's from Fly-by-Wire, but it's customized for Headwinds, so it's a pretty nice airplane. We'll get set for that view here as we start descending down, and we can see some flaps and some of that cool action as we descend. All right, Parker, 250 knots. We're at about 267 right now, and we're about 15 miles from Parker, so we got a little bit of time yet still to bleed off the speed. Everything's still looking good up top here. So another thing, we got our fix in there, THAC. You see how it's highlighted. That's our fix. That's the bottom of our star right here. And you can see our arc here. This is going to hit us. We're right on time. We're within the threshold envelope of hitting our 12,000 restriction at THAC. So 11 miles now from Parker. I did this flight tonight as Join AVA, also the ava.org virtual flying club that I've been a part of now for probably a year and a half. I think you did a couple of those flights with us a long time ago, Chris.
Transition altitude.
All right, transition altitude. So let's go ahead and get it off of standard pressure, and that's 3021. Let's verify real quick that that is what is showing at Charlotte. 3021, indeed it is. So. All right, we're through 18,000 now. Alright, through 16,000. And we got to be between 12 and 15 right now, so slow it up just a little bit here for this Parker. There we go. We're back on our descent now. I'm going to add a little bit of speed brake here to bring our speed down closer to 250. All right, get the speed brakes stowed. And Charlotte traffic, American 716, about 30 miles northwest of the airport, descending via the Parker 3. We'll be entering a left downwind for runway 36 center, Charlotte traffic. Get to this side, we should be able to see the airfield here a little bit when we make the left turn at Barbecue. All right, we are crossing into the Bravo airspace now as we speak. So between 6,000 and 10,000, and we are currently at, well, we're a little above that Bravo actually, but we're descending down into it. All right. 5 miles from THAC, 250 and 12,000. Here we are, 1,000 to go. Right at our 250. Just a little touch of speed brake here. There's our 1,000 to go warning. Still the speed brakes. All right, auto brakes are set too. And we make the turn here at Barbecue. We'll go ahead and descend down to, go ahead and set 6,000 and descend. All right, so here's our 12,000 to level off, and we are 6 miles. Actually, we're crossing THAC as we speak, so right on the money. And we're now 6 miles to Barbecue. That'll be our right-hand turn to enter the left downwind. And we are going to go ahead and preset 6,000 over here. That's what we're going to give ourselves next. And I think I'm going to go ahead and go into speed mode here. 230 knots. Slow us down just a little bit here as we're nearing the airport. Looks like a little bit of haze down here over the Charlotte area. Airport should be right off our nose out there somewhere. This is going to be hard to see here in a minute. All right, here's the turn at Barbecue. And level change. Not sure what that was. Guess the Microsoft Flight Sim disconnected there. Alright, so level change at 230. Here comes our descent down, and we'll look to see if we can see the airport out here, because the airport should be coming up off our left wing here momentarily. Can't see it quite yet. It would be right out in here. There's the Charlotte downtown. I don't know if you can see that through the fog, but I can get a glimpse of the skyline here. All right, here we go. Here's the airport is actually right in here. I can get a glimpse of the flashing lights right here. And a glimpse of the tower right here. So a little bit foggy, but we're there. Might be able to see that out of the wing view here momentarily. Alright, heading bug synced up here with our crosswind. We got a little bit of a wind here. 21 knots quartering from our right to our left. And now we're through 10,000, so let's go ahead and get our lights on. Continuous relight here. Go ahead and get some speed brakes out and help get our stuff down a little bit. Starting to see glimpses of the runways here under the wings. Got a runway here, a runway here, and I see a tower through there. And Charlotte traffic, American 716 now left downwind, runway 36 center, Charlotte traffic. We're going to go ahead and tune 4,000 here and continue our descent down to 4,000. Yep, a little bit of haze down there, but I can see the airfield slightly. Alright, we're 7 miles from Vail. Vail is the bottom of our star. The very bottom. And we have crossed to beam the numbers now. All right, through 6,000. And let's go ahead and slow up to 220 knots here. All right, let's get our heading bugs synced up here. We're going to go on to heading select mode now. We'll be radar vectors from here, because we've now passed Vail, the last of our star. We'll make a left turn here shortly and intercept here. We'll pull up for flight here. We'll probably make a left turn when we get here parallel to Denny. Then we'll come across on our base, and then we'll make a 30-degree intercept turn to intercept the ILS. Denny's at 5,000, so we should be in pretty good shape there. So we're not far from making our base turn here. There's 5,500, so about 1,500 to our 4,000 feet descent here. We're down to 220 knots, and we'll go ahead and stow the speed brakes. And 1,000 to go. Alright, let's go ahead and get ourselves ready for our left-hand base turn. Alright, left base 090 at Charlotte traffic, American 716, turning left base, runway 36 center, Charlotte traffic. Alright, there's 1,000 to go on the warning. We're turning left base now. Double checking up top, all of our lights are on, continuous relight set. We're good here, left base. Coming up on 4,400 now. And we got a 003, so if we do a left turn to 030 or 040, we should be on a good intercept course here. Alright, and let's go ahead and do a left turn 040. Left turn 040. Oops. Got something stuck there. There we go. What's that doing? Here we go. Alright. So we're below the glide slope. That's good. We've got ILS diamond down here, so we're going to be coming toward that to intercept. Alright, so let's go VOR localizer engaged. And there's VOR localizer is now captured, and autopilot panel, and we will select approach mode here. And FMS init ref 45, so 150 is going to be our approach speed here. And let's roll ahead and roll it back to 200 knots here. And we are 1 dot above, so let's go ahead and get flaps 5 set. Flaps 5 are coming down. Gears coming down. .180 knots. Flaps 10. Definitely in a little bit of haze here. Not sure what the weather's doing here, but I'm... Alright, another thing I needed to do was set my radio minimums here, which should have been 200. We'll go ahead and get that set. Alright, 200 is set. Speed coming back 165. And flaps coming in to flaps 15, 25. And 145, 150. Speed's coming back 150 knots now. Flaps 30. Recording is engaged. Oh, don't freeze up on me. When I had started the recording, it should come back. There we go. Alright, recording has started and we are in a little bit of a thick haze here. Alright, one last cruise up top. All the lights and everything are on. Autopilot is set 4,000. Missed approach altitude's good. We're on glide slope VOR lock. Glide slope capture. Auto brake set to 2. Alright, all we lack is auto throttles and autopilot disengaged here. We got 200 minimum set. And Charlotte traffic, American 716, 5 mile final, runway 36 center, Charlotte. Yeah, it's definitely very hazy down here. Got no runway lights at the moment that I can see. I can see the ground, but I can't see the runways yet. Alright, I think I'm picking up a light here.
2 mile final runway.
2 mile final.
Center.
Alright, I've got runway lights in front of me now. Alright, autopilot disengaged. It's my airplane. And 7. Throttles are disengaged. My throttles.
Plus 100. Minimums 200.
Can you?
100. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 20. 10. 10.
Reversers are engaged. I did not see what the touchdown rate was. Manual braking applied. Reverse thrust disengaged. And I believe we're going to roll her in here. So we can go ahead and get our auto brakes to the off position. Take this turn off here. I don't think it was too bad of a landing. Probably not perfect, but not too bad. We'll stop here, we'll clean up the airplane, flaps go forward, auto brakes disengaged, or spoilers disengaged up top. We'll get the APU switch to the on position, landing lights can come off, continuous relight can come off, and APU is starting. Alright, so from here we are Echo 8, so we can go Echo into the ramp here. Right-hand turn here. We'll take her over here and get us a parking spot. Then we'll see if we can't watch a quick replay of the landing before bedtime here. I think we'll just go ahead and pull her into here, just for the sake of speed and time. We'll park at Alpha 10. Gonna park her right here. Set the parking brake. And we will disconnect from Vatsim. And we will... I don't know what the best way to do the replay is, so... One thing for sure, I needed to... Alright. We'll go ahead and set flaps back to 30. Alright, flaps 30 set. Auto spoilers engaged. And we'll set landing lights to the on position. Taxi lights can stay on for this. Alright, and strobe can stay on as well. And then let's go ahead and go to the instant replay here. Let's stop that. And then let's set play and disengage the parking brake.
Descend.
Parking brake is disengaged. Definitely quite hazy out there. Alright, so radar altimeter shows about 1,000 feet right now. And minimums was 200. At 1,000 feet, I got runway lights right there, though. You can see the tower out there. Oh yeah, I'm gonna take that all day long. Watch that back one more time here. All right. Let's watch it one more time from inside right here.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10,
A little bit all left the center line there, but alright. Get out of this screen and then let's fast forward it all the way to the end here and we'll stop that. And close that out and double check our parking brakes are set. And let's go ahead and kill the engines here. And APU gen can be on. Packs can be off. And trim air to the open position. Collision lights are all off. We'll get these lights all off here. And let's see, what else can we do here? We can get a yaw damper to the off position. And we get our navs to the off position up here. And definitely want to get our window heats and probe heats all off. Trim air can be off as well. And this will be on the APU gen. And one thing we need to do here, let's get GSX up here real quick. And additional services, let's go ahead and request a GPU here. American Airlines. There we go. And I think we can go ahead and request deboarding as well.
Deboarding requested.
I like GSX Pro right here for this. I think this does a pretty good job.
Passengers deboarding starting.
Let's double check inside real quick to make sure that we have our boarding doors all set and coming open here. Doors, that door is open. And we also want to make sure that our wheel chocks are set. So we'll set those. And so the PMDG doesn't play quite as nice. Let's go ahead and request ground power there. But like GSX doesn't play quite as well with now we'll have ground power, so we can actually go ground power on, and from there we can actually kill our APU, and we can kill our fuel pumps. And yaw damper's already off. We can get this over to ground power, and I think now that's the seatbelt sign should have been already off. All right. I think now we're just waiting for the final deboarding here. That's definitely a texturing issue there. I've seen that before with DirectX 12. This popping in, it wasn't like that a while ago, so that's just now happened. So. Oh, we missed approach. We missed center just came on and ground and approach. Oh well, that's probably my luck right there. But it's getting kind of late, so it's about going to be my bedtime here. But I think we had a pretty good flight from Charlotte or from Cleveland down to Charlotte. So nice approach there. We got our base turn. You pull up here. You can see our base leg here, and then our turn over to final. And then the intercept of the ILS and down. So all in all, I thought it went pretty smooth. So yeah, Chris, I'll shoot you a message on Discord. Let's plan either tomorrow night later or Wednesday night. Let's try to plan a flight and get a group flight together. So it's been a while. So glad you tuned in tonight, and hopefully maybe I'll eventually get a few more people watching here and there. So it's good to see you come in, and we'll get to flying some more soon. So but I'm going to call it a night this evening, and we'll catch you here soon.